We're going to look now at two problems involving complementary angles and supplementary angles. So first of all, in 16, let's take a look at what we have going on in 16. 16 asks us to do this. Find the measure of each marked angle. Now it looks like this is a straight line. That would make these two angles supplementary, meaning that if you add up their measures, you get 180. So we're going to assume that this is a straight line, and then I know that if I add those two angles, say 17x plus 5, and I add that to this other angle, 12x plus 1, I'm going to get 180 degrees. Now 17x and 12x is 29x, 5 and 1 is 6, that's equal to 180. Let's subtract that 6, so we'll get 29x equals 174. So x becomes 174 divided by 29. Now when I did that, let's see, 174 divided by 29, I got 6. Okay, so that's x. Now be careful, that's not the answer here, right? That's x. So we need to put x back in here and in here. So let's compute those. So now let's say that 17x plus 5 is 17 times 6 plus 5, and 17 times 6 is 102 plus 5. That gives us 107. And then if we put the x in here, that's going to be 12x plus 1. We'll get 12 times 6 plus 1, 72 plus 1, that's 73. And if we add these, can you see we're going to get 180? So it says find the measure of each angle. So I'm going to write that right down here. I'm going to say that the angles are 107 degrees and 73 degrees. Now, back in 16, these two angles, if that was a straight line, a straight angle, these two angles added up to 180. Now, in 17, that square right there means that this is a 90-degree angle. And two angles that add up to 90 are called complementary. So complementary angles, we know, add up to 90. So we know that if we add these two angles, say that 9x minus 22, add to that the 5x, we're going to get 90 degrees. Let's see where that takes us. 9x and 5x, 14x minus 22 equals 90. Let's add that 22, so we'll get 14x equals, now 90 plus 22, that's equal to 112, and then if we divide by that 14, we'll get x equals 112 over 14. That turns out to be 8. Now be careful, again, that's not the answer. We need to put that 8 into here, that x, and into this x. So let's put 8 into x here, and then we'll put 8 into x here. So let's try that. So let's say now this is where we're going to be. 9x minus 22 is going to be 9 times 8 minus 22. 72 minus 22, well that's 50. I can do that one. And also 5x, that's going to be 5 times 8. That's 40. And sure enough, 50 and 40 add up to 90. I think we're good. So these two angles are going to be 50 degrees and 40 degrees.